Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Spider, and welcome back to another review. And today we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers 2007 movie Voyager Ratchet. Now, this is typically where I take the time to look at the packaging, but I don't have it anymore, so spare one. Alright, that's over with. On to the figure. Now, I do want to warn you, I got some water on them. I do want to, just a little disclaimer here, I do not have a completed version of the figure. I am missing a few pieces here and there, some of which are a bit more obvious than others, but yeah, just wanted to say that. But hey, most of the figure is here, so we can take a look at that. So, without further ado, let's do that. So, maybe I should raise the camera here just a little bit. And get a little focus here at the front. So here we have the front grill guard thing. I'm not sure what you would call it. And he's got his head there, just hanging out. Hey, how you doing? To be fair to this figure, it did originally have a piece that would clip on here, and it folded down, and it would cover up his face. But only from the front. If you looked at it from the bottom, his head was still fully visible. But at least from the front, it was covered up. So, that was nice of them to do that. But, yeah, I kind of lost that, fortunately. Oh well, moving on. So, here we have the front of the vehicle. Got some headlights. Look nice. Got some details there. And one cool thing about this is, and you can't really see it with this on, so I'm going to pop it off, which this is kind of cool. You can just kind of pull this up and focus. Jeez. You can pop this piece off if you wanted. So if you wanted more of that look for your Ratchet, you can do that. But the main reason I popped it off is to show you that it actually says Hummer on the front of it. And I think that's really nice. I think that's a little tiny detail they did not need to put in there, but they did. And I think it's really cool. Now, onto the sides here. It did used to have side view mirrors, but apparently I lost those too, somehow. But you do have nice little door handles here, little symbol thing there, a little stripe. And here it says Fire Department, and here it used to say Search and Rescue, but it's a bit scratched up. Even on the door, it said the same thing. So the top would say Search and Rescue, and the bottom would say Fire Department. But yeah, those got really scratched up, and you can barely tell what they say anymore. Also, there was not a bot symbol there, but yeah, that's all gone. Also, while we're on the door, the whole door piece is a completely different color than everything else on the figure. So there's that, but what are you gonna do? So you got this piece. You got the back, which there were pieces that kind of clicked onto these things that kind of covered up this piece, so it's not just a gaping nothingness back here. But yeah, again, lost those. Although, I did hear that those apparently were tended to pop off and were easily lost, so you can't blame me for this one. I mean, you can, but hey, other people had that problem too, so whatever. Other side, about the same. Those have the nice little heart monitor beep stripe thing on the side, which is kind of cool. You got the wheels, which are just black, no real paint on them, just a piece of plastic. You got the top, which, you know, obviously that piece is missing. You get some molded in windshield wipers, which is kind of cool. You got the bottom, it's just typical bottom of a Transformer figure. That's pretty much the car mode. Roll. Really nice, actually. Like, there's not any of the wheels that are like wobbly or anything. It's just nice and solid. Rolls. Very nice. So yeah, I really like this vehicle mode. I think they did a good job. I think they did a good job with a lot of the vehicle modes of these, you know, figures. The robot modes, some of them, you know, it's kind of hit and miss here and there, but the vehicle modes are all pretty dang good. I really like the look of this one, and I'm kind of sad that this piece broke. That kind of held the roof and windows in place, and then I lost that. So I'm really sad that happened, because this is a really good looking Jeep mode. And my camera keeps going dark for some reason. So, yeah, I really like the Jeep. I think it's good. I think it's very, very good. I mean, yeah, there is that whole business going on, but what are you going to do? Now, on to size comparisons. So, here it is with a Lego minifigure. With the Pack of Destruction minifigure Mothra. Pack of Destruction minifigure Godzilla. And some of its fellow movie Transformers. Deluxe Blackout. That's not who that is. Barricade? I meant to say. Deluxe Barricade. Whoo. Now Blackout. The Voyager Blackout. And now here it is with some of its fellow Autobots. Deluxe RC. Apology for my very squeaky chair. Now it's on-screen fellow Autobots that I've reviewed so far. Bumblebee and Jazz. So, yeah, that's it for size comparisons. Now, measuring time. This Jeep mode is about almost 7 inches long, and if you care, it's about 3 inches tall. So, that's pretty much it for the vehicle mode. On to transformation, and we're going to have to raise the camera up a lot for this, because he's a very tall figure. He is very tall. Now, for transformation, you want to start by just kind of untapping these pieces. Just do it like that. And you want to grab the arms here and just kind of pull them out. So here's the top view. Just grab them and put them out like that. Let me focus the camera here. That's a bit better. You want to pull the arms out like so. Rotate them like that. Kind of fold these pieces in like that. And we'll leave the arms be for now. Whoa, jeez! Almost dropped the whole thing. Onto the legs. So you want to grab these pieces and just kind of pull them down like that. You can see they kind of shift up and shift down a little bit. So you would just want to shift them down and then put them down like that. So just shift them down and put them down. That's pretty much it for that. Then you want to grab the legs here and just pull them out like that. Split them there. And now you just want to fold them down like so. Make sure these pieces are up. Sometimes they like to fall back down. So you want to take the legs, rotate them like that. Kind of push them up. And then you want to take the foot here, pull it down. And here's where the Automorph feature of this figure comes in. As you pull the foot down, the knee part will come out, and this will stick out. Or at least will come down and stick out, whatever. So, like that. See? It kind of sticks out like that. I think it's kind of cool. Unfortunately, it broke on this leg, so it doesn't work anymore. So if you hear that rattling, well, that's also these, but it's also the mechanism in the leg. Unfortunately, it broke. So, just pull it down, and you just kind of pull the knee, and sometimes it works. Yeah, it's just all kinds of broken. Doesn't really work anymore, unfortunately. Anyways, so here you want to just take this piece and push it up, and that peg right there will go into that right there. So just clip it like that. And I told you this guy was tall. Then you want to take this and just rotate it down, and that will go there. There's also a little groove in the whole spine back section thing. Makes room for these pieces, which is kind of cool. Just slides in there like that. Very nice. Now I just want to pull the arms down like that. And you're done. Now obviously there would be a little bit more to it because, again, missing some pieces. But for the most part, that's pretty much it for the transformation. So, yeah. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Let's set the camera just a little bit more and bring him in so you can get a better look at his face and whatnot. He's got a good face. I think they did it. Stay focused, your camera. Stay focused. He's got a good face. I think out of a lot of the Transformer figures, his face is one of the most screen accurate. I think it looks really good. So you got the little silver bits on his face. You got his mouth. You got his eyes. You got a little red stripe. There's even some little... You see that? There's even some little red things on his nose there. I think that's his nose. Whatever. Whatever it is, he's got it. The chest is just in front of the car. You got the wheels up here now. You got the arms, which is a nice little goldish, I think, stripe there. Got some red. Got some nice details. He has weird looking hands. Same on the other side. He has waist crotch thingy going on. He has thighs. Got the back of his thighs. Got his legs. So there's quite a bit of detail on here, especially on the sides. I mean, look at all that. Look at all that going on. Unfortunately, there's little to absolutely no paint on this, so it doesn't really look all that impressive. Like, there's a lot going on, but without the paint to really bring it to life, it just kind of looks like, there's some molded plastic, whatever. You know, which is unfortunate, because there's like a bunch of pistons and stuff, and just all kinds of whateverness going on. Pretty cool. You got the big old feet, the boots, whatever. So yeah, that's pretty much it. The details on this guy, I think. Take a look at his back. Let's take a look at his back. I don't think I did that. Yeah. Which I kind of wish they didn't have these things covering up the detail on the doors. I kind of wish that was just there, because his back is pretty bare. There's not really much to look at there. So it kind of nice to have like the doors on the back, but no, you just got these that fold and cover it up. And again, it's just bare plastic with some details on it. So that's been unfortunate. Now, on to articulation. His head is on a swivel, and only a swivel. There's no up or down or side to side. It's just there. So it ain't going anywhere. The arms can rotate all the way around. Go out that far. There's a bicep swivel. You can bend about that far. And nothing at the wrist. And he does kind of have those weird arms where the elbow joint is facing inwards instead of facing forward, but yeah, you can just rotate it. But now his hands are facing the wrong direction, but yeah, whatever. That type of stuff doesn't typically bother me too often, especially not with this guy. Also, these things are very loose. They do not stay in place. Maybe when it was brand new, the joints were a little bit stiffer, but right now they're just super loose, unfortunately. Now, onto his legs. He can kick about that far forward. It's got a very nice kicking forward movement. That didn't make any sense. Move his arm out of the way. Just move that out of the way so you can see better. He can kick that far back. Not too great. The wheel kind of gets in the way, unfortunately. And again, the spread, because of the dang wheel, isn't that great. You can kind of rotate like that and get him a little bit better. Just pull his arms out of the way. Get some of that going on. He's got a above the knee rotation, and bend at the knee is very little, and that's because of this stupid thing right here. Like, if this was gone, he could bend so much more, because for the transformation it has to bend like that. So if that little molded piece there wasn't there, he would have that, or at least a lot more motion than just this, which I don't even think that's 90 degrees. I think that's even less than that. So yeah, not that great. Although he can kick forward like that. He can bend his knee forward. So if that's something you want to do, you can do it. And the foot is just the transformation joint. There's no other articulation on it. Oh, so he's a very rickety, squeaky figure. I have to say. So yeah, that's pretty much it for Ratchet. Oh, so I forgot to mention, if that gap bothers you, don't worry. The completed figure has the whole roof and windows there covering it up. So looks a lot better than just having nothing, just a gap. Anywho, so that's pretty much it for Ratchet in his robot mode. Except that he has a little feature here on his arm, which I think it's kind of cool that they did this, but it's not the greatest execution. You'll see what I mean in a minute. Anywho, so you take this piece, you fold that up, you pull this out, you fold it in the hand, collapse that. You then open this up, and you got his, I think this is supposed to be his, like, saw thing that he had on his arm in the movie. Yeah, if you remember that one scene, I think he cuts off Brawl? Is it Brawl? I think it's Brawl. He cuts off Brawl's arm using this. Yeah, it doesn't look too good. It looks like a butterfly more than anything. Yeah. Doesn't look too great. I typically didn't use it as a buzz saw, the saw thing. Anyways, I typically used it as his gun. I would just rotate his arm around, and it kind of looked like his gun. You know, it has a similar shape that his gun did in the movie. You know, that's what I would use it as. But Ratchet isn't really known well for his ammunition. He's known for his medical tools, which this one doesn't come with. Just has the whole buzzsaw thing, which is only the one arm. It's not on this one, which is why there's no green on the forearm. Yeah. Now, what this arm could do is that, as you can see, there's a little port here. There was a thing that was supposed to plug onto the back of the vehicle mode, and you could plug it into his hand, and he had like this big old spindly claw thing, or whatever it was supposed to be. I don't know. It looked about as ridiculous as the whole saw thing did. Which is to say, very ridiculous. Very silly. Doesn't look that great. But, yeah, it's cool they at least included it there. Yeah. It's the thought that counts, as they say. Now, that's pretty much it for our dear Voyager Ratchet. Now, on to size comparisons. Alright, so here it is with a LEGO minifigure. Here it is with the Packet Destruction minifigure Mothra. Here it is with the Packet Destruction minifigure Godzilla. Here it is with the Deluxe? Man, I can't say anything right when it comes to this figure. The Deluxe Barricade. I almost called him Blackout again. I don't know what's wrong with me today. So you see how they scale. And there he is with Voyager Blackout. And as you can see, yeah, Ratchet definitely lives up to the Voyager name. Just a bit better than Blackout did. Still an okay figure, though. Now on to some Autobots. Here he is with RC. Here he is with Jazz. Oh, jeez. Stand up, man. Oosh. Got stuck. And here he is with, hang on. Oh, Bumblebee, you're always such a floppy mess. Oh, come on. Hang on a second here. Yeah, just give me a second. Technical issues. Yes. Alright, you stand up now. Maybe. Sorted. Maybe. Come on. Just for a split second. Alright. Here's the Bumblebee. Now. Measuring time, part 2. He is about 7.5 inches tall. So, yeah, he's not small. He is a quite a big figure. So, yeah. So, overall, I think Ratchet's okay, especially considering all the other guys, for, back in 2007, it was alright. It wasn't that bad. I definitely like him, but maybe that's because I grew up with them. Maybe I got nostalgia goggles. Ooh, boy, I got nostalgia goggles on. But I think he's okay, Articulation isn't great, but it's better than some other ones. I mean, I think he can actually bend his knees a bit better than Jazz, which isn't really saying that much. But it's better than nothing. And if you like this figure too, it does actually have, like Jazz, a repaint in his G1 colors. So a more red and white look. And I believe that was called Rescue Ratchet? Or something like that? I think that's what it was called. And just like the Jazz repaint, I am probably not going to pick that up anytime soon. If ever. So, yeah. Don't look out for that, because probably not coming. So, sorry if you wanted to see me take a look at that. It ain't gonna happen. Although I may get another one of him, one that's complete, and do a re-review. I think I've talked about this before. I think it was the Bumblebee review I talked about that. Like, sometime, like, way down the line, I'll, like, get brand new versions of the figures so where they're complete. Not all, floppy messes like Bumblebee. And some other figures, his arm popped off. You know, get them where the joints are nice and tight, and give a look at them, what they would be like before, you know, a crazy kid got his hands all over him. But yeah, that's way down the line. I don't know when I'll do that, if I ever will do that. We'll see. Who knows? Anyways, that's pretty much it for this review. I hope you enjoyed, and see you later. Sayonara. Bye.